Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the leaks are out there. And we talked about the Nintendo Switch 2 and how the launch had been tarnished by all the leaks. Well, maybe a leaker can save the hype, right? Nate the Hate is the originator of a lot of leaks when it comes to Nintendo. But this particular one, Call of Duty Black Ops, and other games from Microsoft coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 could be something positive for both companies. There could be some synergy here. Now, let me explain to you a couple of things. One is that, whatever people say, even fans of Nintendo have accepted now that having all these leaks has tarnished a little bit of the hype of the console, right? And also the sameness. Like, we don't have enough things that differentiate the console from the previous edition, right? Some people want to say it's like the PlayStation, have a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. But the difference there is if you look at the product itself, right? There's a huge difference between the the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, right? One's really boxy and square. The other one looks like bell-bottom pants, right? It looks like Lord of the Rings Tower. So there's a difference in the product there, right? There's a difference in the product there. And also, the boxes are different. Everything's different. But whenever you have two consoles that use the same product, you can run into those type of issues. Regardless, guys, let's talk about the business aspect of this. For investors, this is a welcome notice. Let me tell you that. And, before I continue, I invest in all these companies, right? I own stock of all major gaming companies. If I talk about it, I probably own stock, right? That's the reason I'm following up the news. Unlike you guys are doing it for entertainment, and so do I. But part of my purpose is to be informed of how stocks are performing. Should I short? Should I go long on some stocks? Regardless, guys, listen, Microsoft, with this huge investment that made all these studios and properties, primarily is a publisher. They happen to make hardware. But if they didn't make hardware, right, they would make more money. That's the situation that Microsoft is in. Hardware for them is a losing proposition. And if they left it out to the original creators of the Xbox, it wouldn't matter. Nobody would care because they would be happy making games and fun games for the people. That was really their mission. They just wanted to play cool games. But it's no longer the time of the original Xbox. It's 2025, and the almighty dollar is the ruler, right? And these companies need to make money. This is a huge step for Microsoft in, moving forward as a publisher. If they're able to get those games on the Nintendo platform, let me tell you, everybody's going to be making a lot of money. Employees, not as much as the management, right? Because they'll have more work, developing more games for different platforms. But also the company is going to have better revenue. Selling on the Xbox platform is not enough. They need to diversify more into PC. And this is going to do a couple of things, guys. One, you're going to have a brand new audience for a lot of these games that you've already made. You're investing very little, right? Releasing Halo on the Switch 2 is not going to be as much as releasing a brand new game. And all these properties are new. If they release a Fallout, whatever they decide to publish on there, they're going to be making money. And what this is going to do, it is going to force the hand of PlayStation, right? Maybe PlayStation doesn't want to have the Xbox Game Pass, on the PlayStation. But they're going to want to have the games, and Microsoft's going to be happy to give it to them. Not only that, maybe they want to have Xbox, Game Pass on a portable system. Not compete with their console business, but maybe on the portable, offer that service, do a revenue share. However it is, when you're a console maker, right, you want to have the most amount of games possible. And the only way for these companies to make money is to sell as many games as possible. Xbox has to do that. These investments have to pay yesterday. Yesterday they have to pay. Microsoft has invested so much money in all these studios, all these properties. And, just recently have they start showing anything. Let me tell you, Indiana Jones is a great game. Is a great game, and the platform of the Game Pass is the best one out there right now. It really is. Let me tell you, in Taiwan, I was playing Indiana Jones on the cloud, on an older computer. I just signed in, my account, and the computer itself would not have handled the game. But since I was on the cloud, I was just streaming it. Was it perfect? No, but I recorded it, and I'll make a video about that later. And it was decent. I mean, it's not installing 72 gigabytes, but you don't have to go and buy a new computer in order to play the game or have the latest and greatest. And let me tell you, the graphics look great. And, I mean, it's for what you pay for the service. Is it worth getting these type of games? Yes. Those type of games, not the other ones. There's some good value in there, don't get me wrong. But I wish there was more Indiana Joneses in the service. However, this is a huge leap, guys. This is a huge leap. If this is true, and even if the Nintendo Switch 2 is a moderate success, right? Maybe it's not going to sell 140, 150 million. If it only does 100, if it only does 80, right? That's still a lot of revenue. That could be another, 10 million, right? Another 5 million, whatever it is, units sold of a particular franchise that you've already produced that maybe wasn't as good on your platform, Starfield, right? But now you get to put it to a new audience. Could you tweak it? Can you make improvements? Of course. You learn from your mistakes. This is a great opportunity for Xbox. I think it's going to be a pivotal moment in the market when this happens. But it's even going to be more pivotal if it's successful, because that's going to put PlayStation in a very, very compromised position, because they're not going to have as many games as Nintendo. Xbox is already content with being number 3. They're already content with just being a publisher. That's what investors want, to tell you the truth. From the investment side of it, you don't want to be losing money to make people happy. Right? You want your money to grow. You don't want to be throwing billions of dollars into hardware, the minority of people buy. You rather sell a lot of software that doesn't take any storage space, that doesn't take, any labor, that you can just deliver electronically, right? Because it's pure profit. That's where this could go. It's a huge bet on Microsoft's part, right? It really is, but they have to make it. Will it work? Well, if the Switch works even half as good as the original Switch, it's going to work. If you ask me if I'd bet money on it, I would say it's going to work. But for me, the more interesting story, besides the stocks, of course, is going to be how will PlayStation react? Oh, man. Let me tell you, it's going to feel good playing Halo on the Switch. Guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.